off.
You
We're
guys
already...
are spending 2 days in a hotel. You've been put up there by Allegro's father after the incident with the plane. Luckily, Allegro's expert piloting was able to get you all out okay.
Yeah.
Over these
actually,
next 2 days,
done.
I was going to go ahead and give you each the opportunity to tell me what it is you would like to do. Because I know some of you had ideas that would involve the others, and they would have to be okay with doing that during the next couple of days. We will go ahead and start with Allegro. What is it that you would like to do over these 2 days while your father flies in another jet to pick you guys up?
I'm gonna be going over, like, even though I know I probably should be focusing on finding the bad guys, I'm gonna be going over every report we have of the flight, going over everything I could have done, being like, what went wrong? Because I know it wasn't natural. I don't know, because I remember I rolled bad, so I know it wasn't natural. I don't know what it's from, but it doesn't
You hit
feel
birds.
Right. No, I know we hit birds, but I also remember I rolled to see if the storm was natural, and I rolled bad.
Right, and
we
it
were
felt, and it was weird.
Yeah. You said I couldn't tell what, but it felt weird. So I'm gonna, be going over the flight plan, be going over the weather of that day. Like, I'm going over everything to be like, what happened?
Okay. Flint, what is it you would like to do for the next 2 days?
Well,
Once I get everyone's idea, we'll kind of discuss, see if there's something you guys can do together and stuff like that.
I was talking about going through my firefighter connections and seeing if there's been any weird calls in the area that Everly gave us a map of. Anything that could help us shorten some type of area. With just anything that just sounded out of the ordinary.
Gotcha. So I think you'd be able to get your hands on a radio that's connected to the emergency frequencies, if that's something you'd be interested in.
Okay.
To be able to listen in and maybe call in to some people. Since you're not from this area, you can still use your connections, but throwing your name around, people may not know who you are.
That's fine.
Let's see. What else can I do for you, though? Is there something specific you're wanting to do with using your connections?
I'm just trying to find any crazy kooky things in the area, things that wouldn't sound like normal that's going on in certain areas.
So then the radio would probably be the best thing for you, because you could listen in to see if anything over the next 2 days comes up as that's strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say you're able to get your hands on a police scanner or something like that would work with emergency frequencies.
All right, sweet.
Next would
ask
be
if Everly can make sure that there's no way to make sure that we get tracked while using it.
it's pretty hard to track a radio like that, so you should be okay.
Okay.
Hank, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'd mentioned wanting to seek out some of my military connections and see about maybe getting us some hardware.
That's right. You said that you were looking at either Fort Knox or Fort Campbell.
Yeah, because I know those are in the state, in the area. So if I would know anyone at either of those places that I could talk to about maybe getting some gear under the table.
You may have connections, but getting gear under the table from the military is going to be hard. So when it comes time to it, I'll have you make some rolls.
Okay, understandable.
Wesley, what do you want to do over the next 2 days?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I will do some work, some out of office work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also Oh, I just realized my Roll20 is open, but it's not open in the game.
Nicely
There
done.
we go.
Nicely done.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're doing good, guys. It's fine. Right. So Wesley, I think, will be doing some like out of office work just so he can stay on top of it.
Okay.
And then he's gonna try. I think he'll start trying to quit.
Smoking.
Smoking. Yeah, I think he'll go to like a gas station and grab some like patches or something.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, this has become a problem, guys. He's got like
He feels
the
really
patches
bad.
line his chest.
Oh my god, it's like that
It's
one.
one every like 4 hours, dude.
It's that one
Yeah,
lady
he has a real
from,
problem.
from Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, with the coffee patch.
Yeah.
There's
been
no
waiting for
side
3
effects.
days.
Ah! Well,
There's-
where are we?
Exactly. That's so real. That's definitely
Oh,
what
goodness.
Wesley's got like 8 of them on both arms.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like,
Guys, I've never
Hank,
felt more
like-
calm.
Hank like walks nearby him and like checks to make sure he's still breathing type shit. Like
Like, I take a
he's
pulse real
just
quick.
making sure. Yeah, like he's like he like does a double take. He's like, what?
How are you
Is he
even
alive?
You know
Yeah.
what?
His pulse keeps saying Marlboro.
I think his pulse
His
is
pulse
speaking to his
is-
Morse code saying help.
His pulse is Morse code. It's saying CAMEL. God fucking damn it, Camel cigarettes, are you shitting me?
Oh,
Get yourself
goodness.
some Newport. Grow some hair on your chest.
Zephyr, what do you want to do over the next 2 days?
You know, there really isn't a lot for me to do. I don't have any like skill sets that would assist in tracking down where they went during the adventure. Where did we land again?
You landed in was it West Virginia or Kentucky? Hold on.
Kentucky. It was
Yeah, it was
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah. I don't know. If there's a way that I could possibly chase down leads of my mother, I feel like I would do that. If not, I would probably just tag along with someone else to
Yeah.
assist or body double, I
I would
guess.
say it's going to be harder to track down leads.
They can come with me at
Um,
the airport if they want, because I have to go pick up all the like weather stuff.
That could work because you may be able to find something there and try to figure out what was going on with the weather patterns and everything. Or you can always try to work on your personal backstory because each of you have like a personal thing that you're doing, and that can also be worked on during downtimes.
Yeah. Mm,
So then, would you like to go with Allegro then?
yeah, if not, because if there's a way for me to build any like tools or mechanisms, I would like
would
to do that.
Depend on what you're trying to build.
Exactly, and I would need the materials. So I'd probably want to get with Allegro anyway, so that way we can talk about the possibilities of, a workshop or something of that nature.
At some point, we're supposed to go on a quote unquote interview date, as my dad set up, to hire you in.
In Everly.
There
Yeah,
possibly
yeah,
yeah.
like an airplane junkyard that they could use to get them like
Maybe.
gear for like tech stuff that they'd want to do.
Say that again.
Could Allegro get them into like a plane junkyard where like
Oh, yeah, so they can pick up like parts or something and maybe tinker with later.
yeah.
Maybe. Let me see.
It's a good thought.
Yeah, it's a really good thought, actually. Oh, actually, there's two places you could go within Lexington.
There's a one now.
There are two places you could go within Lexington for that. If you were trying to salvage anything, the auto salvage would be the only one that's an actual salvage. I see the silo field, but I don't know what is there in the silo field currently. So we're going to say that the silo field is also a junkyard.
Gotcha.
That one's specifically for planes.
The silo field has silos.
Mm. The silo field has silos.
That would make sense. It's a silo field.
Everly, what would you like to do for these next 2 days?
I'm gonna be working on trying to locate that lake.
Locate that what?
The lake.
The lake. Okay. And how are you wanting to do that then?
I guess I'll probably be like almost graphing out different trajectories of based off of the path that they took to just kind of figure out what maybe some of the best options are to look into.
Okay. So then, let's see. Who's going to be working together and who's going to be doing their own thing? That way we can figure out the RP. We'll probably start with Allegro then, since Allegro will be going out with Zephyr first.
Sounds good.
So as you guys make your way to the hotel, you're obviously told about how much you have for room service. And Allegro, you decided that you wanted to go get something to try to figure out what was going on with the weather.
Yeah, I'm going to get
So-
like from the airport. I'm getting the flight log. I'm getting the weather report for that day. Basically everything that my company is gonna need, as well as I'm gonna need to be like, hey, I did not do this. Like, this was not a purposeful plane crash. Like, this was genuinely a weird thing that happened.
Okay. Well then, do you want to tell the group this?
Oh yeah, I'll tell them where I'm going.
All right. You
that's
tell
that
them where
plan.
you're going, and Zephyr, is this somewhere that you would like to go with Allegro?
Sure, might as well.
And would anyone else like to go with Allegro?
Okay, have fun. Oh, can you just throw these on your way out? I pull out the carton of cigarettes and the weed that the Uber driver had given me, and then I say, "Oh, and these two," and I like pull out another carton of cigarettes from my other pocket, and then I was like, "Oh, and one last thing, I promise." And I take off my shoe and shake out some extra like cigarettes, and then pull off my other shoe and open a secret compartment in the sole, and give you the rest of the cigarettes.
Okay.
Holy,
And then I'm like, okay, thank you so much.
you have like a collection. This is impressive if it wasn't so concerning.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Wesley is so like he's just so nervous all the time.
He's so uncomfortable.
Maybe he needs those cigarettes. Maybe the only thing keeping him at least semi-calm.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
He would be as mad as if he didn't throw one.
He's very
already have,
upset
like, a
with
split
how the
personality anyway.
plane ride went. And honestly, Hank scares him a little bit.
I would say
so
we
he
did get in
doesn't
a
want
plane
Hank-
crash. We did get in a plane crash, so like I'm not blaming him. Like he has some reasons to be a little.
Oh no! That he knows the plane crash wasn't his fault, but the conversation with Hank, where Hank was like, we could have all blown up in the air, and he's just like, oh shit, oh god. Like, yeah, he's like that part did him in a little bit, so
That makes sense. It makes sense. Okay.
yeah, it's
Good.
it's the fear of Hank.
Good. So then, Allegro,
Yep.
you and Zephyr are going to head to. You said you're going to an air base, or you're going
So
to
we're
like the airport.
Going to wherever. So the airport would probably have all the airport would have all of the records that I would need, and I could basically just get them because we need them for the report anyway. So yeah, we go into the airport.
Okay. So then, you guys, luckily, are able to walk to the airport. It'll take you, at most, 30 minutes. So it's not a very far walk. But when you arrive at the airport, you see most of the flights, because this will be within the same day, most of the flights are still grounded.
Yeah.
As they are trying to clean up the wreckage and clear out the airstrips.
Ooh, Allegro's in trouble. He's grounded.
You walk
No
into
more
the
hummus.
airport, and there are lots and lots of irate people.
Yeah.
Who you can hear screaming, basically saying, I was supposed to be on my flight an hour ago. I'm going to be late for my kid's birthday party. So you're going to put me on the first flight, first class, for free.
Pretty standard. Yep.
That sounds about right.
As you walk in, one of the employees just looks at you and says, "Please, if you have a complaint, just get into line.
no,
We'll
no.
get to you when we can."
I'm a pilot, and I'd like take out my license and I show her. It's like, I was the pilot of the crash. I need the flight logs as well as weather report for the day, for insurance sake.
They just look at you and they go, "Oh my god. Yeah, we need to kind of get you out of here before people realize that this is kind of your fault. Let's go. Please follow me."
Yeah, I follow her.
That's the process.
Wow, it's your fault.
Well, if the reason that like everyone is delayed because the person is standing right there, it's not gonna look
no,
pretty.
yeah, it's not gonna be a good time. It's not gonna be a good time.
And you're like, "Oh, you crashed a plane? I don't care." But you and Zephyr then will be led through the back, through security, many of the terminals, until you are taken to one of the towers.
Yep.
As you approach into the towers, one of the people in charge stops you guys at the gate and says, "Who are these people? Why are they in here?" This is the pilot that had the incident with the plane, and I assume this is their friend?
A business companion. He's she's jumping.
Let
Sorry,
the intrusive
I was just
thoughts
in a
out.
plane crash. They're a mechanic.
I see. The person in charge reaches out their hand to shake yours.
I shake their hand.
They say, "We're glad that you're okay, but you still have a lot of explaining to do."
Aye, as expected.
Says, "First off, how did you get so far off course from your original destination? Shouldn't even be possible getting here with the fuel that you had."
I know.
Sorry, DM, real quick. I didn't quite catch it. What was the person in charge's name?
I hate you. Charles.
Charles who?
There you go.
Charles.
Charles?
Yes, Charles.
I'm asking just
No, they-
in case we need to get some lawyers involved. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
No, their name is Charles who?
Charles who?
Charleston Chew.
Charles who? Charles
his,
and Chew?
his middle name is Stin. It's Charles Stin who?
Charles who? Is
That's
he by
good.
any chance like a does he hold a PhD in anything?
By any chance?
Wait, Charleston what?
Charles Stin who?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if it,
what?
what if it Yeah, but what? Like, what's his last name?
Who?
Who?
What to?
We're talking about Charleston.
Allegro, keep going.
Who's on first? What's on third? I don't know.
How do
some-
we end this bit?
Anyway, what did he ask? Oh yeah, I'm just as confused as you are.
Who?
I checked in at the tower. I say the name of the tower that I checked in on because I would remember because it was like less than a day ago, but I don't remember because it was 2 weeks ago. But Allegro remembers.
Tower 2.
Not Tower 2. The tower, the first one we checked in on.
Oh, right. That was back in. Let's see.
I'm a
From there.
bluegrass.
That was in Missouri.
Correct.
Yeah, it was at
Mhm.
Bluegrass.
I checked in at Bluegrass, and I told them we hit winds that weren't predicted. We were told it was clear paths, and we got blown off course. I diverged because we flew over the forest, and I wanted to get to clear grounds because the winds were messing with my flight path. So I went around it. Bluegrass asked me how far I was. I told them how far I was. I said, we're having issues with our systems. Where should I land? They said, okay, and gave me a new flight path. Then I somehow got blown all the way over here with not the amount of gas I should have had. Bluegrass told me of a storm approaching and were trying to get me landed as fast as possible. But it just didn't happen.
He rubs the bridge of his nose. Just saying.
And I have the
The only-
logs from Bluegrass, and I have the logs with you. I don't know how we got an extra 100 miles than we should have been able to get.
The only reason. Hold on. The only reason we can suspect that you made it all the way here is going to be because you followed the jet stream.
Aye.
The only way that we can even acknowledge that. Like I said, we're just happy that you're okay, but there's got to be another reason why you've come here, not just to talk about your plane crash.
I need the reports.
The reports?
The weather reports for that day, my flight plan, the change that was made at Bluegrass. I suspect you collected it all for an investigation, and I'd like the same.
We can do our best for you, but most of that information is being withheld at the moment.
Withheld.
Charleston, who is a bitch?
Weather patterns I can give you, that's fine. But your flight plan and your black box have been confiscated.
By?
The NTSB and the FBI.
Strange that you don't usually get involved. On a-
Normally not, but for some reason they're saying this is special circumstances. Apparently they have reason to believe that there was foul play involved on your part.
On my part. Strange indeed.
I can't say much, but I would say you may want to get a lawyer.
I appreciate the heads up.
Good thing you got one.
You're not gonna be my lawyer.
His name is
Wesley.
Shit and Shit.
I'm calling
Unfortunate for us, but not for you.
calling my dad's lawyer. Thank you so much, though.
You're gonna have a rude awakening.
All right. I know you risked your job warning me. Thank you.
Says, hold on a moment. I can still get you at least the weather patterns.
Yes.
He calls over to one of the other employees and tells them to print off what the weather patterns were for that area and what was detected.
Allegro is just looking like down at his hands and like kind of like clasping him. He is like, "Shit! I'm gonna lose my job! Fuck! Oh God!" He's freaking out.
Oh goodness. Perfect. That is what I wanted. I wanted you to freak out.
I know you did.
What about you, Allegro? How are you feeling in this moment?
I just told you how I was feeling, DM. You mean
Oh,
Zephyr?
not Allegro, Zephyr. Zephyr.
I think Zephyr is kind of looking, but not really paying too much attention. Some of this is outside of their particular purview. They kind of just along for the ride, but they will offer any sort of moral support if Allegro requires it.
Allegro, do you require moral support?
Allegro's trying his best to look as calm as possible, but his eyes twitching.
It's like, don't worry, I can handle this on the inside.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Just
I'm gonna
casual
lose my
back pats.
license. I'm gonna lose my.
Casual back pats and a shoulder rub.
And y'all
Scratch
say
behind the
I'm
ears a
trying to
little bit.
flirt with everyone.
Yeah, pats behind the ears. Yeah.
Stop! No! No!
Instinctively starts twitching his leg.
No! I'm a human being. I do not respond to head pats.
Oh goodness. After a little bit, they're able to give you the weather patterns.
Mhm.
They hand you it in a secure folder, and they say, "This is all I can give you at the moment, but I'm sorry."
It's alright. I apologize for any inconvenience I've caused all of y'all.
Well, I mean, plane crashes are never convenient, but the fact that all of you are alive is a miracle in its own, and should be commended on your piloting skills.
Thank you.
Now, if there's
I've never had a bird strike take out both engines before. It's strange.
It was just one.
It's just one. I've never had a bird strike take out an engine and then my
it was just a single bird, it was really, really big.
really big bird. I've never had a bird strike take out my engine and my
Big Bird took out the engine.
and my
That explains it.
and my landing gear failed. It was, what do they say? When it rains, it pours.
As someone who was aboard that plane, I will tell you, when that struck the engine, it sounded huge. That was a huge bird.
The fattest bird you've ever seen.
That bird had cake. That bird had ass.
It was Big Bird, but Big Bird had been letting himself go for a while.
Big bird was throwing it back and
Humongous
threw it back
bird.
into the engine.
Fuck the goddamn
Sorry, did you
emu
just-
and your turbines.
Sorry,
Oh.
did you what?
Hmm?
Did you say Big Bird threw
emu.
it back?
I did say Big Bird was throwing it back and threw it back into the engine. That is what I
Chat,
said.
can we clip Big Bird threw it back?
Oh goodness, I hate all of you.
Oh, you.
He shakes your hand one final time.
Yep.
Both of your hands. Says,
Mm.
"Take care of yourselves and just be prepared for what's to come."
Aye.
You're right when you say that it rains, it pours, but I think right now you're in the eye of the storm.
Guys, if I lose my goddamn job within like 2 sessions, I'm gonna lose my little mind.
This is the 5th session. Is there anything else you want to do at the airport while you're here?
No, I'll just go ahead and leave.
And what about you, Zephyr?
Nah, yeah. I'll just tag
Follow
along.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm the puppy
With-
in this instance.
With that, we're gonna.
Why do you do this to me? Why is this the
Oh,
game we've
gosh.
played? I wanna go home.
You're already
You
home.
are home. You can't leave. You're stuck
We're
here.
going to move over to Flint real quick.
Yep.
So Flint, as Allegro is leaving, you know that you need to get a hold of an old police scanner. You know of some of your connections. You may be able to get one, but it's going to be difficult since you're in a town you don't know. There's one person here, though, who may be able to help you a bit more. You look over to him, and his name is Hank.
Hey, Hank. I'm gonna need help with something. I don't know if you could get your hands on some. Help me get something.
What exactly?
I need a police scanner. I wanna
Oh.
try and see if I can help with the plane search efforts, and well, it seems like something you'd be into. No offense.
I'm not sure I'm supposed to take that, but I think I could probably help you, yes.
Yes.
Poor Hank.
He's just like
Um,
rubbing his temples and saying, just, oh god, these people.
With that in mind, Hank, I know you want to go to one of the military bases to try to get some supplies. Would you like to take Flint with you to see if you're able to help him get a police scanner?
Yeah, so I guess my thinking of how I wanted to try and do this was contact one of my military buddies and have him like maybe meet us halfway or like, off base if possible. And we could do like an exchange or something.
Okay. So you, which phone do you use?
The burner, 100%.
You pull out your burner, and you begin to type in the number of your old war buddy. The phone rings a couple times before you hear someone pick up on the other end. He goes, "Hello."
Hey, Vassal here.
He goes, "Hank, how you been, bud? Did you got another burner phone, didn't you?"
You know me too well.
He says, "So, how have things been going?"
Oh, they've been going, same old, same old.
Yeah.
Listen, I hear you're stationed out in Kentucky these days, yeah?
He says, "I am.
Where they got
I
you?
have a
Fort
feeling.
Campbell? Fort Knox?
It'd be Fort Campbell. I have a feeling there's a favor."
Well, I did say you know me. Listen, I was wondering if you could possibly secure some military contraband, we'll say.
Are you asking me to steal from the base?
Saying military contraband instead
No,
of
no,
smuggle me weapons is really funny.
no, not steal. More like tactically acquire,
Hank, last time I did this for you, my superiors kept badgering me to try to figure out why we were short on supplies. I almost got court-martialed.
Okay, I mean, listen, I hear you. If it's too hot and you can't handle it, just that's fine.
No, it's not that. What do you need?
Something a little heavier duty. Thinking maybe if you got some XM7s.
My God,
Maybe
Hank,
grenade.
what are you getting yourself into?
I feel like that's easier for both of us less I tell you.
All right, anything else?
Grenades if you have them.
I heard AIDS.
No,
Grenades,
God damn it.
grenades.
Yeah, we could do with a few fragmentation grenades. Maybe some.
You need frags? All right. I may be able to swing that. How many are you looking for?
Let's go for half dozen.
All right. Anything else?
Not sure if you guys have an old police scanner nearby, but I'm willing to pay for that as well if you manage to get your hands on one.
Says police scanner, not necessarily, but we are junking a lot of the old vehicles, so I could pull one of the military radios out of there. You could probably convert it into a police scanner if you needed to.
Yeah, good thinking. Yeah, we could definitely make do with that.
Hank, you're not doing anything stupid, are you?
Hey, like I said, less you know, the better. But for the record, yeah, not too stupid.
Can't you ever
I got-
call
I
to
got-
just, check up on me and see how things are going? It feels like you're always asking for something.
Oh, listen, man. I mean, you're still in, right? So I kind of already know how it's going. I mean, we did the tours together. It's not like
What
you
kind
know.
of tours? Where'd you guys go? Like a museum?
Like
You you
Taylor.
really had to bring up
Schmidt?
Syria, huh?
Syria was a clusterfuck.
Don't I know it? Fine.
Stateside at least has a, bit of an easier time for you.
This is. I'll be in the Chevy Chase area around 11 tonight. You think you can meet me there?
Yeah, Wilco.
Fine. I'll bring what you need.
All right, sounds
Hank,
good, buddy.
I swear to God, if I see you on the news, I will kill you.
Yeah, that's fair.
He says, "All right, I'll see you soon."
All right,
He hangs up.
all right, cool. I'm gonna take the SIM card and the battery and chuck them down a sewer grate.
You just flush him down the toilet.
Yeah, there you go.
Get stuck.
Everly, since Hank has a little downtime, I believe there was something you wanted to ask him.
You go on a date with me? No, sorry. I'm a problem today. I'm a problem today.
It's the head injury. We understand.
That plane crash must
Yeah,
have
really-
like Allegro really like boom.
Got shook it.
Yes,
Yeah.
plane crash.
Everly,
Yeah, sorry. I have an entire sheet of paper of lakes in front of me.
oh my gosh, you do! Holy crap!
I'm spiraling. It's fine.
Did you say you're spiraling?
She has Google Maps open and she's just writing down the name of every lake within the area of the picture that she sent you guys. Let's see.
What have you done, DM?
This is what we got so far.
You did this to your own spouse.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
could you do this? TBH, this is not very cool.
She loves this kind of stuff.
The ADHD is not helping me.
The ADHD is not.
It's
helping
hyper
right now.
focusing. I have a problem. But yes, Hank.
Oh yes, he's like stepping out of the bathroom after flushing the SIM card and the battery. Yes. What can I do for you?
So
You didn't wash your hands.
The ADHD is speaking.
Sorry.
in my mom's office, I found her research for the nanites that you are currently in possession of.
That's one way to phrase it. Yeah. What about them?
I was wanting to try and see if I could learn how to operate them to try and better secure their connection to avoid anybody else gaining access to them. Would that be something you'd be okay with?
You mean so someone doesn't hack my hands?
Yeah.
I feel like that sounds smart.
Okay, I can't promise that there won't be some unexpected mishaps. So I don't think I can do it now because I'm trying to figure out where this plane is. But maybe over the next couple days, I'll make sure we don't have anything else going on. So in case your hands kind of go crazy, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, considering, I'm the only one of us out here with a firearm. I feel like, really don't want that.
Yeah.
Don't want my hands being controlled by someone else. So,
Okay, I just wanted to check in with you before I started messing with stuff. So,
yes, I do appreciate that. If as long as you know what you're doing, I mean, your mother was very knowledgeable in her craft, and I assume if the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, then I'm in good hands.
yeah,
No pun intended.
That's the goal. I just have to figure out how to fully understand her notes before I try. So,
That sounds best.
yeah.
Heverly uploads pop-up ads while closing eyes. Sees
Yeah,
hot
yes.
milks in your area. Click
No.
here.
No, the nanites just create the ads in place of his hand.
So everyone
a
else
lot more
sees them as well, though. Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's actually terrifying though, because you just get just like all of the want to break
Just-
from the ads.
Want to break from the end?
Want to break from the ads? Suddenly, hey boys, browsers is free.
Oh
You
god.
try and click the X, but your hand is gone.
Oh no!
Ah! He's got bashing his face against his hands, trying to hit the X.
no.
He just starts firing at his hand. He's just like, sorry, there was an ad, and then the other hand turns
It was
into
an
like,
ad.
You know
It's
what? Never
like-
mind. I choose the cancer. Just cuts the hands off.
Never mind, I choose cancer.
Never mind, I choose cancer is insane.
Never
So
mind, I choose cancer.
I would rather have terminal cancer than ads playing on my hand.
Ad hands coming to your area.
Oh,
Hank's just looking at his hand real intently, and like one of us is like, What's going on, buddy?" And he's like, "It says I just won the lottery. All I have to do is send a $50 gift card."
in 2077, they voted my city the worst place in America.
I was
Oh,
just
that's
watching
good.
Ready Player One yesterday. I love that
Oh.
movie.
Oh no, that was a cyberpunk reference, but also a
That
very
was
good movie.
Cyberpunk. What the?
Oh.
It is a good.
Sorry, I'm on
I
drugs.
did not like that movie because I read the book and the
The
movie
book is
was
a lot better. Here's what's
really
so, okay, you want to hear what's
bad.
really funny about it? When I watched Ready Player One, right? My brother, because I went to go see it with my friends, and they were like, "You shouldn't even go see it. You won't understand the references." And I was like, "Swear to Christ, I'm gonna beat you!" I was like, "Get out! Get out!"
You don't
So
even
is that-
know
it was
who
actually
Master
really-
Chief is.
This is definitely a sidebar, but like, so at the time that the movie came out, I was taking like a college course. It was a really cool class. It was like literature through video games, using like video games as a medium for like narratives and storytelling. And one of the books that we had to read for that class was Ready Player One. And so as we were studying Ready Player One, the movie was like right about to come out. So as a class, like we all also went and saw the movie and we did like a comparison. And so like I have this book like I've written papers on this book, and I've like done critical analysis of the like a comparison of like the book and the movie. Like I know too much about Ready Player One.
I read it in high school because it was part of our high school assignment.
Yeah.
Half the time I didn't watch it because I just watched Sword Art Online instead because the plot was pretty much the exact same.
Ah, that's much better. And by better, I mean infinitely worse. Holy shit.
Ready Player
I
One.
I
but
love
for
Sword Art
wolves.
Online. It's still one of my all-time favorite animes. Anyway,
Wait, Sword Art
Gonna take-
Online is one of your favorite animes?
it truly is.
Thank
It
you
is
guys so much
truly
for
one of my
watching.
favorite
I will
animes.
be leaving this campaign.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, the judgment.
No, listen.
Listen, if
No, there's some
season-
really
season
messed up
3
shit.
is
Here's
incredible.
the thing: the only
What, you
anime
didn't
that
like
I have
Part
watched,
2 of
throughout-
season 1?
the only anime
No, I
I've
hated
watched,
part 2 of season 1. I thought it was terrible.
I hated it too!
The only anime I've watched in its entirety is Sword Art Online, so I have nothing I can say.
You need to watch Full
Don't you
Full Metal
roleplay
Alchemist
in a
Brotherhood.
dinosaur,
Shut
like...
up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't you?
Dino Mommy.
No, it's not.
Dino...
That's not how
Dino...
it works. Like we
I
have
gaze lovingly into his eyes.
No, we like nest and
Eh,
stuff
I-
and have like packs and like herds.
Exactly,
and, like,
Dino Mommy.
and we hunt. Like I have like 21 kids like on my dinosaur.
Dino
Nestor?
MILF then.
No!
Okay.
This is RP. That just sounds.
We all started doing it. All right, back to the game. Back to the game. We're getting too distracted tonight,
yeah,
guys.
sorry. The brain rot. Yeah.
All right, so
Sorry.
Everly, you said you want to you wanting to study the map, or are you wanting to study more of Hank's nanites?
Well, the agreement for the reroll was that I spend this whole time looking at maps.
Working on the map. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the nanite thing is more of just a conversation for later.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then we will switch over to Wesley real quick while Hank is waiting to go out for later that night. So Wesley,
Duh.
I'm trying to remember what you said it is that you wanted to do.
Do some work from outside the office and then go get like nicotine patches.
Got you. So then, you are working on your laptop. You've connected to the hotel's Wi-Fi, and you're just filling out some forms of people who have been trying to contact you
Got your car's extended warranty?
about your car's extended warranty.
I fill them out. Every
Yes, and
single one.
Each one says, "Leave me alone."
No, the ones with the car's extended warranty is like, yes, how did you know? And then I send, instead of saying that, sending them like a PayPal, like I'm giving you money, it's a PayPal request for money. So they'll click it thinking that they're getting the money, but in actuality, I'm
Perfect.
getting the money from them. Yeah.
One of the work things that you do is you actually have an email from a client who is wishing to hire you.
Oh boy. I
And the
opened
email
that
is it says that they found you through a Google search. You are on page 47 of Google.
Yes,
And
we're
you seem to
moving
have
up.
you seem to have the cheapest rates. They constantly get emails about their car's extended warranty and got scammed out of some money, so they want your help to sue the people.
Wow. So first off, I introduce myself and tell them that we can go ahead and set up an appointment to discuss their options. And then I remind them of my billing hours and then, direct them to the email of my secretary, who I assume is still alive. But she might not.
Hold on. As a receptionist, I just have to imagine. Shit and shit, how can I help you?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, you gotta do the full thing. You gotta go shit and shit. Unfortunate for us, but not for
Sorry,
you.
let me
How
get
can
my-
I help?
Let me get my voice on. Shit and shit, unfortunate for us, but not for you. How can we help you?
Yeah. It's good, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
After
You sounded so
that is
upset.
pretty good. After a few minutes of you sending that email, you actually get a response.
Good.
Seems like they were waiting
Excellent.
for you.
Awesome.
The response isn't long, but it says, "Billing hours. What the hell do you mean? I found you on Craigslist."
I type back and say, you literally just said I was on page 47 of Google.
You see, so I'm gonna say at this point you're talking through like the little Gmail chat, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like the live chat. You see the little
Oh,
bubbles that pop up, and it goes, "Yeah, on Craigslist."
How can you look someone up on Google and then get to Craigslist? Did you find me on Google or Craigslist?
They send back a screenshot, and they you see the search bar that says "lawyers cheap," and they're on page 47, and there's a Craigslist classifieds ad that has shit and shit.
What page on Craigslist are we?
16.
Moving up. I type back, yeah, there's billing hours. Did you not read?
They stop responding.
I keep their email and send an email to my secretary saying, "Hey, had a potential client reach out. Please use their email for our subscribed automation processes." And let them know that they will be billed for our conversation today. Thank you so much.
they text back, "You got it, boss."
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
This guys, this is why they will not be my lawyer.
It would not be using shit and
This is why
shit.
I will not be using shit and shit. The fact that they're on Craigslist.
Listen, we've been desperate for a while. All right.
The real question is, why is Craigslist still around in 2045?
Really? That's the question we're asking? Out of everything, that's what we're asking?
Yes.
No. I think that's the most normal thing about this entire campaign.
Oh goodness. After that, you just close your laptop and
Mhm.
you decide you're gonna head out to get some nicotine
A
patches.
good day's work.
A
Hey,
good day's work.
I'm going to the gas station to get some nicotine patches. Did you guys want anything Okay, I'm going.
Everyone's just ignoring you, I guess, at this point.
Yep. Feels good.
Hey, shit.
Oh yeah.
Good luck. I hope. Good luck with quitting. But can you get me a Fanta?
Oh yeah, just a regular? Like an orange?
Yeah, that's fine. Or grape.
Oh, I
Either
knew
way.
you were a good man. I knew you were a good man. All right, I'll be right back. I'll go to the gas station that I assume is like a block away or some shit. It can't be that
Yeah,
far.
it won't be far.
And I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna try and find the cheapest nicotine patches.
You go into the gas station. This is a very rundown gas station. There's no one outside at the pumps currently. There's
Is
only
it
one other
612?
guy. It's a 612 gas station, yes.
Yes. This is Wesley's preferred gas station.
Wesley, give me a D20 roll. Just straight D20. This is going to be your luck roll.
With a plus.
No pluses, just a D20.
Well, Wesley's dead.
Wesley got lost in the abyss.
So
What'd you say?
I rolled it in D&D Beyond, and it did not post in the chat, but that's fine. It was a 4.
Perfect. So you walk into the gas station. There doesn't appear to be.
Yeah, that's. I just
Yeah,
was
that's
making
better.
sure yeah. No, don't use that roll. I got a 4.
Okay, but the only person it seems to be someone behind the counter. They don't seem to be dressed as an employee, but they have a name tag. Their clothes are a bit tattered, and he's wearing a very raggedy beanie. He goes, "Welcome to 612."
Hey, I'm here for some I'm just here for a few items. Just give me a minute.
He says, "Take your time." And as you're walking through the store, he's literally staring at you the entire time.
Wesley's like a weak smile and grabs a orange Fanta and a Coke Classic flavor out of the like store fridge, and then
Okay.
he tries and locates nicotine patches, and I would imagine they are behind the counter, so he's gonna go
They
over
are.
and be like, yeah, he's like, how many what's your like cheapest nicotine patch?
Says, maybe like $15, but I'd be willing to trade.
Holy fucking shit, $15?
Yes.
I could buy a carton of cigarettes.
That's actually
Do you
not
want
that
some of
bad.
those? I can give you some.
No.
Ain't no shot you getting a carton of cigarettes for $15.
Listen, in 2045, a carton of cigarettes is actually really cheap.
What'd you say you're getting? You said you're getting an orange Fanta and what else?
A Coke Classic flavor. They brought it back in 2034.
That's right. You also see the walls.
I'm
lined
adding
with,
lore to the DM's
Crystal
world.
Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi, yes. Oh, beautiful. They had to compete somehow. All right. I'll. How many of those $15 patches do you have?
Says, I mean, you want?
Well, I want to know your inventory.
Says, hold on. He turns around and he starts like counting them individually.
2, 3, 4. Hold on.
We got a lot.
All right, I'll just take like, I don't know, 10.
Okay. Is there anything else for you?
I think it's fine.
He says, very good. He starts smacking the register, not actually pushing in any buttons. He goes, that'll be 300 Monopoly bucks.
Monopoly bucks?
Yep. Currency of the future.
How many Monopoly bucks did he say?
300 Monopoly bucks.
It was 300 Monopoly bucks.
Yep. Something feels very off about this dude.
I
He
have
says,
a
"But
20.
He says, that'll do.
All right.
He takes the 20. And he says, all right, give me a moment. And he walks to the back room with it. You stand there for a few minutes.
Ain't
5
no
more
shot
minutes. Another 5 minutes.
Yeah, he leaves after like the first 10 minutes.
Okay. You were not handed your patches. And you
Oh,
Scam.
no, wait. I need the patches, obviously. I thought he handed them
They were
to me.
never handed to you. You had the Coke and the Fanta in your hands. He took the $20 and just walked out the back.
Straight up scammed. Rip.
When
There
you
you
like
go.
He's
look
just
behind the
waiting.
counter, you find the actual employee tied up and gagged.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Clearly you were in the middle. No, I get it. No, it's fine. I'll make sure, like, I'll track him down and tell him that, you know, you're obviously asking for the safe word, so... Well, it's okay. I just grabbed the 10 cigarettes, nicotine patches. No, I already paid. It's okay. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Are you good? Oh, you're not? Oh, you should really talk about that with your partner after. That seems like an important thing. All right, well, take care. Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
You leave. leaving the poor clerk pounding gag behind the register.
Man, you can't fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck with you.
This is why you can't have shit in Kentucky. I swear to
This is
Honestly.
what-
God.
Oh goodness! But you leave with 10 boxes of patches.
Yeah, I paid for them.
So the thing is, with nicotine patches, $15 is really not that much.
Not even. No, you just stole.
Oh, no,
so
I paid
much
for them.
stuff.
No, I paid for them.
You stole
Yeah. You
everything.
paid for one.
No, I didn't. I paid.
For one.
I paid for everything. I gave him a 20.
Oh, goodness.
As far as Wesley's concerned, he's in the clear.
Yeah, no.
Some
If,
lawyer you are.
if they find you, they're gonna arrest you for theft.
What? No, they're not. How would they do that? He was never
Why
there.
couldn't Wesley that he gave the guy $300?
Willing.
Yeah, I could have given him 300 Monopoly dollars.
Oh,
Just like
goodness.
Listen, he didn't want to interrupt their time together. Clearly,
my
it was an
God.
intimate
Okay,
moment
it
that he
was- they-
interrupted.
Okay, we're gonna need to give you some training on kink because that's not how that works, baby girl. What the fuck?
No, they clearly he went off to like, you know, like it was like a supervised situation, right?
Yeah, no,
Quill
it's-
your head.
Part of like, the degradation kink. Like
No,
you
no.
ignore them.
No.
You ignore them, right? You walk away.
No, he felt I mean like he was just playing into the scene is all.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're a lawyer. You should know this. Doesn't this come up? Like,
Okay, I would like to point out
What's
that
his what is Wesley's
Hey,
intelligence?
for the
That's a
Twitch,
14.
you
Shit.
cannot kidnap someone and then say it's kink. That's not how that works.
Oh, well, Wesley never kidnapped anyone, so
If you go
Allegro,
to a
that's-
place, no, listen. If you go to a place, you see someone tied up, they're probably not into it. If they're at like a restaurant or like a gas station, I don't think it's consensual.
Some
how do
people
you
like
know?
public play.
How do you know?
never know. You never know.
Wesley,
you know, you have to ask those questions, and Wesley did, and he seemed
On-
at least pretty
on-
adamant.
on your way back to the hotel is when you're going to run into Allegro and Zephyr out on the road as you guys are
Oh,
heading
hey,
back to
guys.
the crib.
Can you help me open one of these boxes?
Dear Lord,
That
how,
guy was running a scam in there.
how many did you buy?
10.
It must have been like $200.
Yeah, it was really expensive.
Okay, he just knows what he's doing now. He just knows. Yeah, hey,
I got a discounted rate though. They seemed busy.
interesting. Give me the packet. I'll open it for you.
Oh, thank you. And he hands like all 10.
I
Oh, it was
open.
really great.
I open one.
Thank you for helping me.
I open one.
Oh, I thought you were gonna open them.
You only need one at a time. It's not like a all size fits all.
The fuck I do?
No, it's just one. The instructions on the back. Every 12 hours, put one patch on a clear piece of skin.
Wesley's already got like 2 boxes open and he's slapping them on.
No, I
It's
don't.
like,
I don't. Okay.
what did you say?
Okay.
There's instructions on this shit.
Yeah, you're not. Okay.
Guys, I'm having a different kind of high right now.
Where did you?
I haven't
where
smoked in 6 hours. It's been real bad.
Where did you go to get? I might go get a Coke. Where did you
I'm
go?
gonna mute. I'm sorry.
I'll go get a Coke.
He broke the DM.
You broke
I
it.
broke
yeah.
him.
Are you proud of
I
yourself?
broke the GM.
you broke it.
I broke him. Yeah, he tried to fuck with Wesley. Wesley.
It was the. I'm having a different kind of high right now, guys.
Oh my god.
I haven't had a cigarette in 6 hours.
Uh.
This has been really bad.
Oh dear lord.
By the way, where did you throw away all those cigarettes?
I
The cigarette like
I just.
where did you throw them all away?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm just curious
I'm not
I
telling
can't
you.
drink my water.
for like an emergency.
I'm not telling you.
No, it's fine.
They're gone. They're gone.
This is
No,
happening while
it's-
you guys are walking back.
Yeah. Wesley
Put him through a
now
grinder.
has all 8 patches on his body in various places.
Hold on. How many patches come in a single box?
No idea.
Let's
Oh,
see,
I
for
have
one-
no idea. I assumed it was 1 patch per box.
Okay,
but
no.
No.
So
he's,
it's
No.
he's
so for the
opened
ones that
3.
you bought, it's
opened
7
3.
patches per box.
Okay. Then he's got at least 15 on him
God.
in various locations. He is
He's just
not
fucking
doing
mocap actor.
There's one on the center of his forehead, and that's the only visible thing with his suit. But you know he has some like under his on his arms, and there's more than a few on his legs.
Some on his butt.
No, not on his butt. He
On
just
the-
lifted
God.
his
on
pant
the
leg.
booty is wild.
Yeah,
By the
Zephyr.
time you
God.
guys get back
So
to
fucking weird, dude.
by the time you get back to the hotel, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you, Wesley.
Can I get advantage?
No.
Why would you have advantage?
Because he's been heavily smoking cigarettes for years. I feel like this is very much like
Yeah. I don't think that counts towards nicotine poisoning, so I'm gonna say no.
oh yeah, we're rolling hot today.
What did you roll? Oh my god.
Did it show up?
Yeah.
Fucking
it did.
finally. Okay, good. We're rolling hot today. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use a luck point.
You don't have a luck point.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Guys,
I need
guys,
you to roll me 3d10.
Oh,
I've got like
dear Lord, are we about to watch
there's a
Wesley
little
die?
thing in my. I feel a little woozy. I'm just. And then he just face plants. He's unconscious.
So, you, as you're walking, you may faceplant, become unconscious, but you gain 3 symptoms. You gain nausea and vomiting,
Oh God.
Dude, where am I gonna put this?
pale
Oh, my
skin, pale skin,
hold on.
and tremors.
So I
Can I
gained
take,
one thing.
Can I take him to the hospital because I think
So I
it's because of
gained
the plane
nausea and
crash?
vomiting.
You absolutely could.
Shit, he must be in shock from the plane. Grabs the phone, dials 911.
Oh, from the plane? From the
Zephyr.
plane.
Zephyr, do you want to help in this situation?
Zephyr's mildly amused.
Hi, we're outside.
yeah,
Name of hotel.
honestly.
And my friend just collapsed. We were in a plane crash less than 24 hours ago. He didn't get checked over. I think something might be wrong.
He's like frothing at the mouth.
They say, "Sir, we need you to please stay calm." What is the victim's name?
Wesley Schidt. I know.
I'm sorry,
know.
that was unprofessional.
I know. You're fine. You're fine. Can you get an ambulance here, please?
Absolutely. We're going to be on our way to save Mr. Shit.
He's,
While
he's
Allegro is
like
on the phone,
gurgling.
I'm like
and-
grabbing a handful of Shit's hair and like pulling his head back, just inspecting his eyes.
Are you looking at me like I'm an insect? Is that what's going
Zephyr,
on?
what the fuck? Stop like manhandling him.
Just trying to make sure they're alive. I don't know.
The police
Check his pulse.
talk to you and say, "Can you please check his pulse? We need to make sure that he's still breathing."
Zephyr, check his pulse. Check his pulse.
His
His neck, you idiot. His neck.
just grabs him by their neck.
No, you don't.
You
One second.
feel like a certain like through your hands around the Wesley's neck, you feel the pulse, but it feels like it's coming in like Morse code or some shit. And then you realize it's spelling out Camel cigarettes.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I think I'm checking their pulse, but like it's very
It's a
rhythmic.
slow pulse. It's a
Rhythmic.
slow pulse.
There's a pulse. There's a pulse.
If you
I love
can, place your hand near their nose and see if you can find if they're still breathing.
Zephyr, check the nose. Like, put your hand under the nose and see if there's air.
I love how Allegro's getting Zephyr to do it because he doesn't want to go anywhere near him.
I was actually thinking because he's already standing, but sure.
Just like
Is it-
makes a little mustache with my finger under their nose.
Boop.
There's a
You
little
can
bit of
feel
like
him-
froth on
You
your
can feel him breathing, but it's very abnormal because of the camel heart rate.
the camel heart rate.
And I say it's a little abnormal, a little weird. Not exactly.
He is breathing. He's
what
still
you-
breathing.
Okay, good. We're going to need you to put him onto his side.
Put him, as, put
You
him,
just
put
need to
him
make
on
sure
his
that he
side.
continues to breathe.
Roll him onto his side and make sure you keep the breathing.
We're going to have an ambulance to you in just a few minutes, so please just hang on.
All right, thank you. The ambulance
After
is
a
on its
few-
way.
After a few
Awkwardly
minutes,
adjusting them into a fetal position.
Everly, Flint, and Hank. While you're... What is that D20 for?
I rolled a death save. We don't have to
you're not-
count it, but I was just like,
You're not dying yet, but we're going to say that you wake up.
Yet is wild.
at one.
That's a 20 on my end.
Yeah, I mean it's a 20.
Yeah.
It's just like I mean I just rolled it without you asking for anything, but I figured
I'm-
he would be taking a death save
Yeah, so
at least
no.
while they were waiting.
No, so you're not dying, but I mean you are dying, but you're not dying in that way.
I've stabilized.
Yeah,
My
we're gonna,
eyes
we're
snap
gonna say
open.
that. Yeah, your eyes snap open, you're conscious again, but you still have all the symptoms. Everly, Flint, and Hank, being up in the room, you guys can actually hear an ambulance approaching the hospital.
Ooh.
Wait, can you do it again? I didn't clip it.
Sorry. No. You get one. You lost a chance.
Hank, Everly, or Flint, do any of you decide to look out?
I glance up from my laptop and then go right back to what I was doing.
Wow, I love how no one cares.
I
No, then
I think I would like look out the window to see what's happening.
Flint, when you look down below, you can see Wesley laying on the ground with Allegro and Zephyr like standing over him, and the ambulance is approaching them.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, I see that Zephyr's hand is still like around his throat.
Yes, it looks like Zephyr is killing him.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you guys doing?
You can hear Flint calling to you guys from a few floors up.
He collapsed. I don't know what's going on.
Why is Zephyr choking him?
No, he's taking his pulse not well, really badly, terribly, horribly.
Have you told him have you told him that's not how you do the pulse?
Yes, he didn't listen. Fuck!
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I told them that they're not doing it right, but they kept doing that. I want to go home.
And I thought, look, if you check the pulse on like both sides, it's more efficient.
No, you check.
No,
one
now
side.
hold on. That's actually smart. That's more efficient.
No.
Just give it a
no.
bit of a squeeze, and then it'll really like be right there.
Yeah.
That's not that true. If you put it on both sides, odds are you're gonna have a hard time feeling it, because one side is gonna give you the information that the other receives, and the other's gonna. It's like if you put a plus side of a magnet next to the minus side of a magnet.
Flint's up there trying to explain why that doesn't work. Wesley's laying on the ground like, I might be dying. Hank, how do you react to any of this?
I think he's just gonna sit there amused, like, kind of watching it all unfold. Like he'll step in if he really needs to, but like, you know, he's not gonna let him die. But like, I think he's just more like
Now,
amused.
Hank, you are still up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, is he not? Is he not down there at all? Seeing what's going on?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, then never mind. He's so he has no idea.
Well, you can hear Flint yelling to them, like through the window.
Like yelling instructions at them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got it.
The ambulance eventually pulls up, and they pull out a gurney, and they immediately come over to you, and they start to check out Wesley. And as they're looking over him, they say, "Now, what are your symptoms?"
Oh, I think withdrawal.
Withdrawal.
Yeah,
They kind of look at each other. They go, "What drug did you take?"
nicotine patches.
How many did you
They kind of
take?
look at each other for a second. They say, "Where are the patches?"
Oh, everywhere.
They say, "Okay, we need you to stay very still. We're going to go ahead and take off your shirt."
Take
As
me
they-
to dinner.
Are you wearing like a suit and tie?
Yeah, he's got an undershirt on.
Not you. Yeah. That's
Not
not going to help.
anymore.
So they unbutton your shirt, and then the undershirt they cut off.
No.
When they pull it open, they just see upwards of 15 nicotine patches, except minus
Yeah,
the one on your forehead.
There's 15 nicotine patches, yeah.
She just goes, "My God. All right, we need to go ahead and get him to the hospital immediately." They start putting...
I think
they
I
start-
can... No, it'll be fine.
Wesley, what did you do?
They go, "Sir, no, you're suffering from nicotine poisoning. You're supposed to follow the instructions on the box."
There's instructions?
They go, "Let's get him on a gurney." They eventually get you on a gurney and load you into the back of the hospital, or into the back of the
Back of the
ambulance.
Yeah, they
hospital?
brought the
Back of
hospital
the-
here.
The back of the ambulance, and the first thing that crosses your mind is, man, this is going to be really expensive.
No, it won't.
Did they not
can't
take the patches
I'm just
off?
gonna ask for an itemized receipt. Know all the tricks.
Old lawyer's trick.
Old lawyer's trick. If you ask
As
for an
they begin-
itemized receipt.
As they begin to load you into the ambulance, the one on duty looks at you, Zephyr and Allegro, and says, "Are one of you coming with him?"
Sure, I will.
Says, "Then
Aw.
please, you need to get in."
All right.
So they make room for you in the ambulance.
Yeah, I give all of the like data that we got, like the weather information, to Zephyr. I say, maybe Everly can handle this. Maybe I'll help her. And then I get in the ambulance.
Oh, Allegro, you're such a good friend.
You're stupid.
Right.
Shut the fuck up, you idiot.
Can I,
You're stupid.
can
Nah,
I
he's
before
got a
they head off, like just take one of the nicotine patches off of their chest, just rip it off.
Yes.
Just like
Ow.
if there's hair there. Like, I just want to check if like these do these work well if there's hair on the chest? Like, and I just take it.
Just right before he leaves, they
That
close
was
the door.
mine.
Oh goodness. And you guys start to head towards Baptist Health Emergency Department, where Wesley is going to be checked in for nicotine poisoning.
Why? He's fine, guys.
Yeah,
Stop.
they're gonna keep you for observation overnight while they're trying to flush it out of your system.
Man, that's it's unfortunate. I wish someone would have told me. Wish there was like instructions on the back of the box or some shit.
Zephyr,
This was
by this,
oh,
oh, you're good. Go ahead.
oh no, my apologies.
Okay, I was gonna say by this time, Zephyr, you would be able to make it back up to the room after that whole bit of insanity.
Mhm. And we'll do just that.
You walk back up, the weather patterns in hand that Allegro gave you while he is going to the hospital with Wesley.
Hey, Everly. Allegro wanted me to hand you. Is there like the data that they collected about the weather patterns? And Allegro had to accompany Schidt to the hospital. Things happen, things occurred, but it's all fine. So,
Are they okay?
yeah, they put a shit ton of nicotine patches on their body, and obviously, the result is this.
I'm not surprised. And I'll take the data.
Wait, you're not
And-
surprised?
Not really. I kind of had to babysit them with nicotine gum on the plane. Because they would have just
Sure.
taken the whole pack at once. So,
I'm starting to realize that Wesley might have an addictive personality.
No, really? No shot. Really? You
Don't
think so?
say.
maybe.
Guys, I made this character like this is mostly improvisation. Like I don't fucking plan that.
It's so good though.
I don't know if it's good.
I think it's
We'll see.
great.
Thanks. Sorry, continue. I'm so sorry for interrupting.
I think this is a good point to realize that my character like grew up in the slums and has seen many different overdoses and things of the nature, and they know exactly how to handle them. They just wanted to be a little goober.
I think I figured that. They're like, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's like this is for all the weird little shit over the past few days.
It's so good. Everly,
Yes.
do you wish to study those weather patterns at all?
Yes.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Deal. We can find my mouth.
Hank, right now is around the time that you would meet your contact,
Oof.
or it's getting close to it.
No! You were
That
supposed to
was
roll
so
better than
bad.
me.
Damn.
That was so bad.
Dang.
You know, Everly,
I know that it's
you're
weather.
looking at it, you're nodding your head along, and you realize if you were a meteorologist, this would be a lot easier.
I look at it and I go, "Yup, that looks like weather."
That sure is weather.
Weather and lines.
Oh goodness.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's the DM.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
fault.
Definitely
Always.
is.
Mhm.
You made Wesley have a heart attack.
I mean, I didn't make you have a heart attack. You're the one that decided to put 2 full boxes of nicotine patches on your body.
Like I said, your fault.
Hank, as you begin to leave the hotel, you're heading to meet your contact. Let's see. Because you're going to Chevy
this is-
Chase.
What did? No, you know what? I'll just exist here. I have no questions for
Sorry?
Wesley. I have no questions.
What do you mean?
You have no questions for Wesley whatsoever?
I was gonna be like, why did you make this character? What was the inspiration behind it? You know what? No.
Zephyr the Fanta.
Oh yeah, did
Wait,
you,
what?
Zephyr, did you keep the Fanta?
The Vanta?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Fanta
did
and
you-
the Coke that got left behind.
Yeah, did you,
Yeah, sure.
And
yeah.
then
get my
the
Coke?
other 8 boxes of nicotine patches.
Oh yeah. Forgot about the 8 boxes.
Yeah. I take the nicotine patches and I only keep one available for access. The Fanta I swig on the way up.
Bro, no!
That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
When you step back in the room, as you're handing the weather to Everly, she sees you swigging on some Fanta.
Nice.
Oh goodness! I'm assuming you
Nice.
left the Coke outside.
Yeah, fuck Coke.
It's Coke classic though.
Oh goodness. So Hank, you head to Chevy Chase. We'll say it's not a far walk either. About 30 minutes. As you are wandering through the town, I need a perception check.
Yep.
You said the name was what?
Roll that.
The area of the town is called Chevy Chase.
Okay.
It genuinely is. If you look up Chevy Chase in Lexington, it is an area. In an area.
It's crazy.
That's only a 3. 5 total.
Guys, what's going on?
Can I
Nothing
You guys are
good.
rolling rough tonight.
Yeah, we've been
Can I help?
rolling except for Wesley with that nat 20.
Yeah, the one time.
The net
Uh,
20
For an
baby.
unprompted death save.
For an like not even an important roll, just a death save you felt like rolling.
Hey, I felt like it was real. It would happen.
Oh yeah, sorry. Is Flint with me then, or is it
Yeah,
just it's just
I thought I was
Yes.
with going
Flint
to
is
the
with you. So Flint, why don't you also roll me a perception check?
All right.
There we go. I'm
See.
putting on some ambience now as you guys are walking the streets.
Hey, there it is.
It's right there.
Good 20.
Like
We're gonna
Dirty
switch
20.
over to ambience since you're technically within town. It's gonna be a city alleyway instead. Dirty 20. That is very, very good. So Hank, you're having trouble finding your contact,
Mm-hmm.
but luckily, it seems that Flint is looking around town, being your eyes for you. He can see somebody on the other side of the road, look over to you guys, not gesture you over, not make any, sudden movements that would be suspicious, but he just looks at you guys dead in the eyes, turns around and walks into an abandoned building.
I think he's looking at you like
Okay. Where did you see him go?
that building over there.
Can I like kind of I don't know, like briefly like case out the building? Like, what do I see? What am I looking at?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
As a 14.
You find it's an old brick building. Looked like it was a part of a factory at one point. There are scorch marks on the outside of the building. So it seems there was a fire here a while ago, and the building had been condemned since.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I kind of tilt my head at Flint. Better go inside then.
All right. I guess I'll I'll take the lead. If anything happens, I think you have that piece for a reason.
No, don't worry. I'm not expecting anything. This is a old pal of mine, but yeah, now that you say that, dose of caution
Do you
never hurt.
want-
Absolutely, yeah.
As you guys walk in, your footsteps echo throughout this empty corridor. You can still smell the soot from the building when the fire did rain through it.
Could I possibly use my gravity powers to help make our footsteps sound silent by reducing our weight?
That's
Give
pretty
me
dope.
a
That's pretty
give me a
sick.
That's
power
actually
check.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's really
I love
sick.
that.
Give me a power check. So Arcana roll then.
Fuck yeah.
You're able to make them sound a bit lighter, but you're not able to negate it completely.
Because I'm more using it as like a practice. Because if he says that it's not like life and death, he would at least try to like see if he can like push his abilities while he's
Gotcha.
yeah.
I would say for you and Hank, like you both feel a little bit lighter as you're walking and realize you like just your footsteps don't make full contact on the ground when you're able to kind of push forward a bit more.
Oh, you know what? And actually, while we're at it, because you say Hank didn't see the contact, but Flint did.
Yes.
But Flint wouldn't have recognized him.
Flint just saw someone walk into a building who was looking directly at you guys, so he's assuming.
Can I use my power to check and make sure that it's actually our contact? That's
You
actually the guy I
absolutely
know.
can.
Yeah. I don't want to just follow a random dude into a building.
Say you use your power at the front door then?
Yeah, for for the last couple minutes, I guess.
You use your power to retrace the last couple of minutes. You see the hooded figure walk out the front door as you guys were walking down the street, and his head seems to be following you. You can see his face, and it's your military buddy.
Okay, that confirms it. I'll drop the power. I just wanted to make sure.
Smart play
Gotcha.
though. 20 points
Yep,
to
very smart play.
Hank for being smarter than all of us.
Hank and Flint, though.
No, yeah,
No,
both of
that's
them were awesome.
all right. I'll
So then, as you guys head in, you still make your footsteps lighter. You can see just around the corner, there seems to be what looks like an old pallet of bricks that was never moved. Draped over it, an old tattered cloth with another what looks like rolled up, like a duffel bag and like rolled up cloth that has more items in it. And you see him just leaning over all of it. So he watches you walk in. He says, Hank?
do I? I don't think we actually decided on who this one was. I know I gave you a list of names, but
Who is it?
yeah, I don't know which of my military buddies is this. I don't think we actually.
Where
So
is your
yeah, you
list
did.
of military buddies?
It should be my DM's Hank GM with you somewhere in there.
See, I'm trying to find it, but I cannot find it.
That's good. I can find it and pin it because if it's gonna come up more than often.
Yeah, it probably will. So if you're able to pin it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here they are. I found them.
Oh,
I
sweet.
can pin it. I can pin it as well.
Okay.
This is going to be Private First Class Mahler.
Okay.
He says, "You look like you're doing well. What happened to your arms, though?"
A little bit of an accident.
So you decided to become part machine? Thought you were against that.
Hey, you adapt.
Right. He looks over to Flint. Who's this guy?
He's an associate of mine. He's here to help with the cargo.
Kind of looks to you. Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hi. You're not a cop, are you?
You know they have to tell you if they are.
No.
I was there.
Come on,
I thought
Mahler.
it-
You think I'd bring a cop to our meet here?
He just looks at you. Can't be too
No
careful.
Oh man, I'm no snitch.
Right. You just asked me to steal military equipment so you can use it for unknown means.
And you did, and you stole it for me. So again, but again, Not stolen. Not stolen. Tactically acquired.
Why do I do this? He unzips the duffel bag. You can see that there's some grenades in there. He rolls out the cloth, and there are 2 of the guns that you requested.
Oh, sweet.
And then underneath the grenades, he pulls out what looks like a military radio that was ripped out of a Jeep.
Oh,
That poor Jeep.
Not the Jeep.
Not the Jeep.
He says, "This is everything you asked for."
I'm gonna gesture for the rifle. May I?
He nods.
I'm just gonna kind of inspect the weapon real quick. Clear the bolt. Make sure it's like clean. There's nothing like, no defects, nothing wrong with it.
Go and give me an investigation at advantage.
19.
Good thing you had that advantage, because it would have been a 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Whew, close one, close one.
It's
Really
close, one,
dodged a
boys.
bullet there.
So you investigate it. It's good. Everything checks out on it. Doesn't have any defects. Serial numbers have already been scrubbed off.
Sweet.
and to the
Sets
grenade?
down a box of ammunition. You said you want to check the grenade?
No, not me. I was asking if the thing also applied the serial
I'll say the
numbers,
roll
correct?
applies to the grenades.
So we're all up to snuff.
Coming back to us like years down the road.
Yeah, all the serial numbers have been scrubbed. He looks at you and says, "Are you going to be able to pay?"
Yeah. I will say, can we say that I have? I probably should have said earlier in the meantime, but knowing that I had this meat, I would have
Gone and withdrawn some money.
I probably would have gone to an ATM. Yeah.
No,
Let's see.
not an ATM.
What's the gun that you got again?
So it's the XM7 rifle, or I guess at this point it would be the M7, because it would be the in 2030 it would be the standard like infantry rifle used by the U.S. military.
Gotcha.
You know.
Yeah.
So then he, we'll say you went and you got the money that you needed for it, and he looks at you. He says, "All right, $4,000."
Gonna pull out his wad of cash and count it out in front. Hand it to him.
He counts it out as well, just double checking everything.
Yep.
Looks good. He binds it up and puts it into his pocket. He says, "Can't keep asking me to do this, though. I'm going to get in serious trouble if we get caught. And I don't mean just to slap on the wrist, not even a little bit of jail time. I mean military prison. We will both be going, all 3 of us."
Yeah, that's why you don't get caught, man.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Very funny. This is serious. This is the second time you've asked this for me. Last time you wanted a long-range rifle. You didn't tell me why. But I knew what area you were in. I heard on the news about something similar that you were going through. Care to explain that?
You know, I needed to do a little bit of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hunting.
Big game.
Gotcha. He lets you guys pack up as he watches you do it.
Yep, I'm gonna make sure the explosives are very, very secure.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I was gonna tie them to the back of the car and just let them dangle there, but
Yeah, I was
that's
just
smarter.
gonna string them over the hood like ornaments.
You know the people who like make it look like their car has testicles? Yeah, I just do it with the grenades, so it just swings
front
back and forth.
frag grenades.
That's
I do
wild.
that
Just
is.
pray you don't get rear-ended, you know.
Ugh.
But I guess if someone does rear-end you, it's it's both our asses.
I mean, someone does
You
rear
go to the
end
back,
make
you're like,
sure,
dude, you scratched my
use a lot
car.
of
They're
lube.
on fire. Use a lot of
That
lube.
is mutually assured destruction.
Maybe I should get that on my car.
Well, listen,
Not a
man.
real
You ever need anything from me? Yeah, I'm just a call away. So
Not a problem. Just glad I could help.
me too. Semper Fi.
As you and Flint, I keep wanting to call him Brillo, as you and Flint begin to head out with your stuff, he calls out to you one last time and says, "Did you hear about Lieutenant Cade? I didn't see you at his funeral."
No. Send my condolences.
I will. Ballistics came back and he was shot with a long-range rifle.
Hey,
Wonder
yo.
how that happened.
Must have been a hunting accident.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
He leaves without saying another word.
Hey, is
Right out the back door.
Hey guys, is our boy a killer?
Yes.
Is that even a question?
You guys all thought that Wesley was the most insane, but he's actually the most normal.
No, you're not the most normal.
You're not
That's
the most.
actually
That's
not.
lie. That's a lie.
You're currently in the ER for nicotine poisoning. You're not the most normal.
You poisoned
Hey.
yourself.
He's working on it, guys. Jeez. Expecting perfection. Am I right?
You stuck
DM?
50 nicotine patches to your chest and then left a gas
I
station
said-
employee tied up behind the counter after giving half your money to a
No
sketchy dude
one's-
who did not work there.
No one's
You're not the most
perfect.
normal.
No one's perfect. Alright. No one's perfect.
Po body's nerfed, guys.
Nobody's perfect. I gotta work.
Poe
it.
buddy's perfect. Indeed.
Flint, how do you respond to this whole situation?
I'm just honestly trying to like not look like a cop.
Not a cop, guys. He's a fireman.
There's a difference.
I'm like
There is.
listening in, but I'm I'm trying like not to listen in. But then I'm
Do
like looking
you-
at them.
I was about to say, do you talk to Hank on the way back?
With all that was said in there, I don't really think I have any right to know, so I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna ask: is that gonna bite us in the ass one day?
Bite us in the ass? What are you talking about?
You don't have some like zombie colonel coming after us, do you?
No. Zombie? What?
I don't know. I was putting two and two together, but I don't know if I'm putting
Yeah,
the right
that's-
number.
No, you got it exactly right. You don't know. That's all that needs to be said.
Holy shit!
No, that's me.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's understandable.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hank kills Flint in cold blood, just leaves him there in the middle of the street.
Just
Yeah,
Oh my
marks
actually,
him.
would you mind
God.
stepping back in this alley for me real quick?
Can you put on this Bible?
That's crazy. That's
Oh my
crazy.
god, he knows. It's the like Dexter. Oh my god, he knows.
Every episode, he knows it's
He
over.
knows. It's over.
I need to
Surprise,
watch it
motherfucker.
again.
Surprise,
Surprise,
motherfucker.
Gosh,
motherfucker.
that was such a good character.
Relax,
I'm so sad
motherfucker.
when they killed him.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What was his name again?
Spoilers.
Dokes?
Dokes?
Yeah, Officer
Dogs
Jones.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good character.
You guys will continue walking. You realize
Mhm.
you're close to the hospital where Wesley went to.
Okay,
On your walk
awesome.
back.
I'm not bringing military equipment into the hospital.
I figured.
Oh, but you're not
Oh.
gonna visit either.
No, you can go fuck yourself.
Your
Check
dearest
yourself
friend,
before
your
you wreck
only
yourself.
friend, is in the hospital. This is how you treat him?
I'm sorry, did you just say my only friend? No, my friend just sold me guns, bro. What are you
No,
doing?
no.
My friend just sold me guns, bro. Might be the scariest thing you've ever said.
Bro, it's not that big of a
Uh,
deal. You just sold me guns. Like,
Sold me.
jeez.
It's really not that bad. I mean, come on.
I mean, if you were in my
Listen,
situation,
you're not
where
my
would you buy them?
dad.
Trying to like help him bring
You
it
are
back.
my
to,
dad. You're my dad. Boogie,
You're my
boogie, boogie.
dad. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Yeah, I think I'd just be trying to like help him bring back the stuff to the place, and then probably like I'd try to call Allegro, get an update on how our little guy's doing.
Allegro, your phone begins to ring.
And it's
on your
if
end,
I were
it's-
if I were a rich
yeah.
girl. Da, 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 da. Hello.
One of the nurses goes, "Oh, classic."
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good song.
Hi,
Hello. Hi.
Flint Colman.
Yeah,
Hi.
I knew who you are. What's up? How can I help you?
Sorry, you not really used to. Just checking in on how Wesley's doing.
Yeah, they have him hooked up to like an IV bag.
They also have him hooked up to oxygen.
He's on oxygen. I think he's hold on, he's a doctor. Doctor, how's my friend doing?
We're testing his blood now with a toxicology screening. We'll know something here in the next hour or so.
All right, thank you. Did you hear that?
Hey, what's the doctor's name?
And what's your name again?
Dr. Finch.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Finch. Dr. Finch? I
What
think
was the first name?
I didn't
He doesn't
ask
have to tell
him.
you that.
Hey, dude, what's your first name? I just want to know who's treating me.
Caleb.
Caleb Finch.
Okay, thank you.
That's a hot name. Like, so respectfully, that's a hot.
What?
I know that's a
What
hot
do you
man.
mean
I
that's a hot name?
I can
What's
smell
going
that.
on?
That is a hot man. Caleb Finch?
Sorry, hold on.
Alula.
Did you say you can smell it?
Maybe.
Alula.
Alula.
What's
God.
going on?
Daddy, chill.
Daddy chill.
How do we get
You-
here?
So
You can
how's he?
see
oh,
as he's
that's
looking
good.
over the clipboard, his biceps are
Yes!
kind of pushing against
Oh
pushing
my
against his lab coat.
I think I found Allegro's boyfriend.
SMH.
Got to.
Let's get Kai Evans to facilitate a date.
Listen, he just wants this kid to be happy.
Mhm, mhm.
Anything else?
I'll go sit in Wesley's room
Okay.
and kind of
So,
just sigh.
Long story short, he's okay.
Yes, I think he's fine.
Ugh, poor guy.
Ugh, dang it.
Addiction is a beast.
He didn't read the instructions, did he?
No. It's Wesley. What do you think this is?
Even their
Oh.
lawyer.
I mean, that they would be good at reading the fine print.
You think so? Honestly. No, he should be fine. Hopefully he'll be good to go by the time my dad's plane gets here.
Well, let us know if you guys need anything, but odds are you probably got everything covered.
Hey, Allegro.
Oh, he's awake. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Tell him I said hi.
Mhm.
Okay, boy.
Bye.
Wesley.
Quick pause. So, addiction is not a joke, everybody.
No,
If
it
you
is
ever
not.
have any issues, always call the Substance Abuse and Addiction Hotline at 1-844-289-0879.
Are you actually reading it out?
I am.
I respect that.
Yeah. No, like, obviously it's all fun and games, but it is also a very serious thing. So if you or anyone is ever, struggling or and needs
This is
help, call
true.
that number.
Yes, absolutely.
Take care of
If you
yourself.
struggle with addiction, or think you are struggling with addiction, or know someone who might be, reach out, call, be a
Especially if
friend.
they constantly put nicotine patches on their body. And
Yeah, if they have
confirm
15
amounts.
nicotine patches on their body, chances are they are in the process of dying. So please,
At that point, it might be too, like it
it might,
might be too
instead of
late.
calling that number, call
Call
911.
911.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the serious thing. But thank you, DM. That's a good thing to note.
All right. Back to the game.
Well, apparently they're doing all right. Uh, Wesley just woke up.
Currently, it is you, Zephyr, and Everly in the room together.
Wait, isn't Hank with us as well, or did Hank?
Hank, I guess yeah. Hank came back with you,
Yeah.
so you guys would have made it to the hospital by then, or back
Hey,
to the hotel by then.
hey, Zephyr, you think you could help me
Yeah.
get this break as I show them the police scanner?
I mean, I can attempt something. No promises.
Right. This could help us probably hear any weird things going on in Everly. What map area are we looking through?
I think I've narrowed it down to the middle of West Virginia.
Mountain Mama?
West Virginia.
Well,
Currently, marking specific places on a map right now to reference back to later. So
yeah, we could just listen out to this, and maybe we could hear things in the surrounding area that or that area that might be sounding pretty strange.
yeah.
Okay. Wesley, I believe you were going to say something to Allegro.
Oh yeah. Uh, uh, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for taking me to the hospital and not letting me die.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, I obviously was gonna let you die. Just you need to be careful. You could've
No,
got-
I
you could have been seriously hurt.
no, I'm sorry.
I know.
It's scary because I don't stopping smoking is really hard, not just cuz it's, smoking, but um it really does help me, you know, and not it's I don't know what to do without, having that. So,
Wesley, your phone goes off as you receive a text. Just sent you a message.
all right. I just wanted to say thank you. You and everyone else are so much kinder than anyone else in my life, and not that I have a whole lot of people to begin with, but it's it's nice, and I really appreciate it, and I just want you to know that, okay?
We got your back. I know we just met each other, but we gotta have each other's backs, don't we?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to die for me or anything, but like,
I'm not
I
gonna die for you.
appreciate you so
No,
much.
I'm just saying, like, we're friends.
Yeah,
and
that's all I'm saying too. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure we're on the same page, you know?
We're on the same page. You don't need to.
Okay, good.
We're good. We're
Thank
good.
God.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
All right, cool. I'm gonna use the bathroom, I think.
I'm gonna step out. Thank you so much for warning me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
step out.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yep.
Just starts grunting.
All right.
ah,
Be safe. Be good. All right.
I need to
I'll
do all
be outside.
thanks.
So Wesley, you head to the bathroom.
He's hooked up to oxygen, isn't he?
He takes off the mask. As you walk into the bathroom,
Oh no! Why did the music change?
Oh wait.
you walk over to the sink and look around, and you hear the door lock behind you, as someone was standing by the door.
What?
It says,
Oh,
Mr. Schidt, I presume.
oh, I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Says, probably not, but I heard you've been trying to get in contact with us.
I just, I'm sorry. Like, who are you specifically? I don't follow.
Ah, my apologies. Magnus Steele at your service, leader of Omen.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Magnus Steele, you say?
There he
Pleasure.
is.
I reach out my hand.
He shakes it.
Oh, you bastard!
Grip
Oh, you.
very firm.
Oh!
Sorry for the well,
Yeah.
I gesture to the bathroom, but I just wanted to make sure we had a place where
Son of a bitch.
no one could really spy. You understand?
It's not a problem at all. In fact, I was in the area when I got a contact. Said you were looking to meet with me.
You son of a bitch.
Yes. Yeah, ever since Helix, I'm sure you've heard about the Institute. Terrible accident, tragedy. So many dead,
You
but
son of a bitch.
not me,
I can
nor a
see
few of my fellows. Yeah,
as was intended.
as was intended. Well,
You see, our goal is to make sure we have as many superpowered individuals as possible. The underpowered individuals don't need to be living in our society.
Son of a bitch.
you know, Magnus, I would say that's quite a blunt way of putting it, but I don't find myself disagreeing.
He smiles.
Listen, it's a little difficult right now. The other guy, you know, high-pitched voice. He's a little flighty. Sometimes stays in for longer than he wants, but once I get him off those cigarettes, it'll be good. Be able to do a lot more. I'm not saying anything for right now, but I did want you to know that, well, you got a friend in me.
Damn, is there anything I
Hell
can do
nah.
here? Is there anything I can do here? I have enhanced
can't.
senses.
Not that you
can
got
I-
a friend in me.
Is there anything?
Nothing at the moment.
I'm gonna
You don't
fucking.
sense any. You don't sense any danger.
Ugh.
Then listen in on your friend trying.
You trying to listen?
Yeah, why are you
your
trying to
friend
listen in on
poop?
me taking a
I
shit?
don't want to listen on you. I'm losing my mind.
You want to hear shit taking a shit while being a shit?
He looks at you and says, "Does this mean I have you to thank? Plane going down."
No, unfortunately not. That I think was freak happenstance. But I've been talking with R.I.S.E, my little group's
Have you
talking
now?
device. Yes, yes. I've been talking to a lot of
Right.
people. And
It seems you're trying to play all sides then.
no. Trying to play my side, Magnus. And well, your side and mine happen to be quite similar right now.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes. Hey, you talk about the underpowered people as inferior. And my whole life, even before gaining what I have now, I've always been underpowered, so to speak. Got the other guy in there, making everything
see.
miserable for me, fucking everything up. But now that I got what you gave, I can finally start spreading my wings, start doing what I was meant to do. Purpose of my life wasn't clear for a long, long time, but now I think everything's coming into clear focus.
I'm gonna kill Wesley Schidt. I'm gonna kill him.
He just smiles and looks at you as he struts over to you, places both hands under your shoulders, and says, "That's the kind of attitude I need in my society."
I
think me and
place
you-
one of my hands on his shoulder while he's talking.
I think me and you are going to get along very well.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm so pleased to make your acquaintance. And I do apologize for talking so much. Don't get often to chat like this. I hand him a business card and I'm like, feel free to drop calls to that number. I can definitely work up a cover for what we're talking about. And of course, confidentiality between clients is always a must.
Of course.
Now, I don't have anything to offer you, not yet, but please, if you need anything, reach out, and if I get anything that I think would further the cause, I'll definitely do that. Oh, actually, maybe this would be something I can offer. Looking for that plane. Vice wants to find it, so does R.I.S.E, but
Not surprised.
yeah,
It's a valuable asset.
would be a shame
But-
if someone or one of those groups thought they had the information and walked into a ambush of some sort. Very tragic. For everyone involved, of course. But again,
I see.
just
I'll
a
be in
thought.
contact. Perhaps
Magnus
some leads will
Steel,
drop
right?
your way. Finding maybe where the plane's located.
Or maybe just a place where it might have been located.
Now
Doesn't
you're
have to
getting
be
it.
there.
Please.
God, it
I believe
feels
you
like
should
I'm
be-
alive talking to you.
I believe you should be getting back to your room now. Don't want to raise suspicions, yes?
Wesley looks at his watch and he's like, besides, looks like this guy's gonna be going away for a bit, so. But truly, thank you. Thank you so much. And I look forward to our continued relationship, Mr. Steele.
You take care of yourself. I look forward to our relationship moving forward.
Smile and nod, and then head out the door back to my room.
You head back out the door. You stay in the hospital room overnight. I assume Allegro probably wants to stay with you, or Allegro, would you want to return back to the hotel?
Anyway, I knew this was what was going on. I just was like, no, there's no way they wouldn't do that to us. Anyway,
Wesley? No, of course not.
I'm thinking purely out of character. I don't think he'd want to stay. He wouldn't want to stay. He'd be.
It's like, why would I sleep here?
He's already been here long enough. He's shown he cares. He doesn't need to be here any longer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll say that you end up walking back to the hotel then.
Sick.
As Wesley, you're going to spend the night in the hotel.
Hospital.
Or in the hospital. Man, I'm getting all those confused.
It's a lot of
Allegro.
H's, I know.
Yep.
You arrive back at the hotel, and you see everyone else, obviously, minus Wesley, hanging out in the rooms, all kind of doing their own thing. Hank, what did you do with the weapons when you brought them back?
Okay, DM.
Sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. I was asking. Do we all have our own rooms, or is it like kind of a suite, like where we all share the space? I can't remember.
It's a suite.
Oh, okay. So he has like his own corner, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, cool. You just stick the duffel bag on his bed.
Hank would have probably not sorry, Hank Flint would have probably asked for room service for some salad and nachos.
You like then when Allegro walks in, she's gonna see you eating salad and nachos.
She?
He.
Yeah, she.
My bad. He. I'm so used to Linnea, Brillo, and all. This is gonna be so hard.
You have so many characters.
I know. But he walks in.
Just wait until Vecna.
Oh god.
Everybody, why don't you kind of describe the room, what Allegro's walking into? I assume by this time Everly's probably finishing with narrowing down some of the lakes.
Yes. I'm going to be on one of the beds with my laptop, as well as just the whole bed is just covered in paper as I'm like taking notes and, drawing new lines, and it looks like a whole mess. That may or may not be my actual state currently. It's not important. It's not important.
I cannot confirm nor deny the state of my desk at the moment.
Shows on the table for everybody if they wanted something to snack on. But he's probably sitting with Zephyr trying to see how they get the radio to work.
Zephyr would be the person to talk about that with. Zephyr, would you like to make a tool check to see if you can get the radio up and running?
Sure.
So I just need a D20 plus your proficiency bonus.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I realize Hank has proficiency with Tinker's tools. Can I use the help action and give advantage?
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
And say, so with these military radios, you're gonna want to smack it a couple times because the army makes them with
Cheap.
piece of shit. Yeah, it's military grade is not a compliment.
Shit?
Oh shit, you say.
Shit, you say.
No.
Unfortunate for us, but not for you.
Unfortunate for us, but not for you.
Right now it's unfortunate for all of us because shit is turning on the team.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, you
The
can,
seven-
you can roll
Talking
again.
about.
You can roll again, Zephyr, giving you advantage.
You don't know that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Alright.
Linnea. Holy shit. It's happening to me.
What was your first roll?
7 plus 2, so 9.
I'm gonna say you're unable to get the radio functioning properly. You're trying your best, but however he removed it from the Jeep, he severed quite a few wires and accidentally jarred a couple of the solder points on the motherboard. So you need to get a hold of a soldering kit before you could probably get it up and running.
They not get advantage because
They did get advantage, and
Oh,
they
that
rolled a
was-
1.
Oh, so it's advantage? Wow.
Can
Yeah.
I give inspiration related?
No.
Yeah, like
Hey, I'll give them my inspiration.
There is no inspiration. I'm gonna hurt
What?
you guys.
I thought there
Not
was.
not in this campaign, no.
I definitely. I thought I gave him it.
No,
On this campaign.
not
Not
in this
this one.
campaign.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll give him inspiration.
Shut the hell up.
I'm gonna move you to bad people chat.
They are a
Oh,
bad
please.
person. They're working with Roman.
They are,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm,
What do you mean?
I'm the bad guy because
Yes.
I'm working with the bad guys.
With that investigation
Well,
check, I would say
yes.
you definitely know what is wrong with it and how to fix it. You just need to get a hold of the right tool.
See, that investigation check was literally just a misclick.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
I
going
thought you
along
were
with
doing it just to be like, all right, what's wrong with it? How do I fix it?
That works. That works.
Allegro, you come back at this time.
Allegro
What
would
is-
like to start crying, please. Can Allegro start sobbing? Because Allegro doesn't know why Allegro's sobbing, but Allegro's sobbing. Anyway,
And shit really.
Hit the fan.
Shit happened, right? I get it.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do this night before they go
oh wait,
to bed?
yeah, Allegro wants to go over the weather. Sorry,
Right.
God.
So then
It's
you
cold the weather.
you could go over to Everly and ask her about the weather.
Emily, did you figure anything out with the weather sheets I brought back?
She's gonna slightly glance up from what she's working on and go, "Nope, got nothing," and just hand you the papers.
DM,
you guys.
can I take a gander at the weather sheet, please?
Sure.
Cool. What do I need to roll?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay. Hold on. Why do?
An investigation check.
Investigation. I'm not horrible at that. Okay, 13.
With a 13,
Hell
you
yeah.
look over the weather patterns and you're a little confused because where you're following along your line, where the storm hit you, shows there was no storm there.
I know there was a storm. Hank.
Yep.
You when we called in, you were in the cockpit with me, correct?
Yeah, I
You
was.
You remember them saying there was a storm, right?
Yeah, they radioed it in and we were hit pretty much immediately. Why?
The weather patterns, there was no storm.
I can't be right. Hank's gonna want to take a look at him as well.
Hey, Hank.
What?
Do you think you could with your dad night thing where you show the past? Do you think you could go over that conversation again, or do you have to be in the area?
I have to be within 10 feet of where it happened,
That's why we had
and
to
it
go.
had to have happened within the last 24 hours.
Do you not remember the whole reason we flew the plane? That's why we had to fly the plane over there.
Yeah, I can't do it from here. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that maybe you could do it from your memory.
Well, no, that's just called remembering things. Actually, that's not a superpower. Anyone can do that.
Man, sassy today.
Sorry,
Hank,
that was...
if you wish to look over the weather patterns, make me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll
Can
go
he
ahead
get
and do
advantage
that.
because I already looked over them and I'm with him?
Do you have proficiency in investigation?
I do actually.
Then yes.
Haha.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I have a +8 to investigation.
Oh fuck yeah, we're so good.
Holy crap.
We're cut.
18.
Oh,
We're set.
and you
18,
still
eh?
rolled. Yeah.
I still rolled not amazingly, but yeah, these rolls have been kind of fucked tonight, guys.
Did you
You
roll
rolled
it?
an 18.
That's not terrible.
Well, yeah, but like that was a 10 on the
a-
die. It could have been higher, you know.
You rolled with
Dirty
advantage,
18.
right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, good.
I rolled a 10
With
and a
an-
3.
18.
They rolled advantage.
You see the same thing that he does. There was no storm in the area that's shown on the map.
That is curious.
There was 100% a storm.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
were
both
all there.
still near me? Okay, am I generally close to this conversation?
Yeah, you're all in the same room.
Okay.
We're in the same room?
No, you're at the
Not you,
hospital,
Wesley.
Damn.
Whoever radioed in must have.
If that's
maybe
even
been
your name.
involved.
Sorry, keep going. My apologies.
You wouldn't know
Whoever
that.
radioed it over could have been involved in the creation of the storm and gotten a hold
think
of our
s-
frequency.
You think some superpowered asshole flew all the way up there and just created a storm out of thin air just to fuck with us personally?
I mean,
Yeah.
if they're determined enough to hide the plane, then yeah.
They would have had to know that we were after them.
But I don't know about you guys. My ability is I can only make them last a minute. Who would be able to make their ability to last for what? How long ago did that happen that we flew there? Like 10 hours after we passed? Or after they passed?
Here's the thing. It was loaded in my black box. I had that conversation. They told me there was a storm. Even if that information was false, I was given it.
Yeah, that's understandable. But what I'm saying is, how were they able to conjure a storm up there? How would anyone know that we were up there?
They
Was
could
someone
be
in
keeping
black
track
box?
of flight logs. We mapped the exact same path as the plane.
You know, I'll bet you this is why the feds are getting involved. Storms like that they'll just pop up out of nowhere, take
Yeah, we
down
logged
private
the same
airliners.
flight plan, took the same detour. If
So
people
you
had
guys
an eye
you
on
have it
things,
right?
would have raised some flags.
Air traffic control? Looking out for suspicious flight patterns?
It's quite possible.
So our working theory is that someone with the ability to influence weather patterns that drastically knew that we were on our way to try and find the missing plane and wanted to stop us and bring our plane down.
Maybe they have the ability to summon birds.
That just raises way more questions than it answers. First of all,
What if
who
it
is this? Who is this person? How did they know that we were on our way to do what we were doing? And how were they capable of intercepting us? It just
And it could have been more than one person.
true.
Yeah, maybe someone controlled
That's
the
fair.
birds and the other kept them in the same place.
Whatever it is, like I said, it's got the feds riled up, so it's got to be some serious shit, guys. I think we might be a little bit out of our weight class here.
It also has the transportation board. The FBI and the transportation board seized my black box, as well as my flight plans and the flight log.
Is there anything like important on that black boxy thingy?
The only thing the black box will load is the conversations we had over the radio, and that's about it. It also logs
Does it?
all of the
Would that have caught your conversations with Hank?
no, only when I was actually talking to the radio.
Okay.
So I have to click the radio on for it to record.
Okay.
But every time you click it on, it would record though.
Oh, but it only caught when I was talking to the tower. That's the only time I turned the radio on. Well, not turned it on, but only time I recorded any data.
Does the black box thingy have a remote backup in case, the feds like change anything or say that there was
They can't
radio
change.
compensation?
They can't change it.
Oh,
I love how everyone's taken to calling them the feds.
It picks up like the aircraft performance, speed, altitude, position, control settings, any vibrations that were strange. It picks up the voices of the pilots, the co-pilots, and radio communications. However, the way that my plane works, it only picks up when the mic is on, and I have a way to switch off my microphone on the planes. We have that because some people pay for special flights. It picks up weather conditions,
what type
fuel
of special
flow.
flight?
Have you ever heard of the Mile High Club?
After you say that, your phone begins to go. Allegro.
I'll tell you later. Evans.
So what's what? Oh,
Evans.
It's your father. Says, Allegro.
Dad.
Says, just wanted to call you to let you know I was able to take care of everything personally.
What do you mean?
This will not be a stain on your record. The feds, they're becoming uninvolved with a little bit of contribution and convincing,
Dad,
and we will be able to return you home in the next day.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what happened, Dad. I've gone over it a million times in my head.
Son, it's all right. I understand. Accidents happen, but there is a question that I would like to ask you.
Anything.
I was given your black box. I listened to the recordings. You said there was a storm that you went through?
Yes, we were told that it should be on the black box. We were told by...
That's what I'm trying to ask. If there was a storm, why didn't you report it in?
I didn't know it was there until I was told. The tower in, God damn it! What tower was it?
Bluegrass.
Thank you. The tower in Bluegrass. They told us that the storm was there. There was nothing on the weather report, so it was supposed to be a clear flight.
No, that's what I'm trying to say, son. There's no recording of you reporting any storm.
But
That's not on the black box.
No.
I was told by Bluegrass. The tower there. We called in to report in that we've been blown off course. Is that not on the black box?
I'm sorry, that doesn't exist.
Dad,
What?
I promise you.
see?
I called
Or
in to Bluegrass
You can't
Tower.
gaslight about this.
Son,
This isn't gaslighting. I know what this is.
I completely believe you. But I'm sorry, it's not on there.
Is the
How,
tower calling it in?
how does that even happen? Black boxes, you can't manipulate them.
I'm unsure. I have some contacts at the Bluegrass Airport. When they open up in the morning, I'll have some answers to see who exactly you were talking to, if they still have record of it. Just be careful, son, because if this truly did happen, and you know for a fact you called it in,
Somebody might have been trying to set me up.
yes, just... You hear him begin to get choked up.
Dad,
I just don't want you to end
You're
up
not-
like your mother.
you're not gonna lose me. I'm not going anywhere.
I know. Just, please, be careful.
All right. Thank you for taking care of everything.
Of course.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
And Allegra's gonna hang up the phone and look at everyone.
So they were able to mess with the black box, apparently.
We got targeted.
And that is where we're going to end the session.
No!
No, we can't. We can't end there. What do you mean? We can't end. Wait, no, we can't end on my dad telling me that we got. Because that means there's a rat. There's a rat in our group, and I'm gonna find out who they are. Allegro
Who
doesn't know
could
who
it
they are.
possibly
But
be?
I know. I know.
I
who it is.
wonder who it is. Actually, do you want my complete honesty? I do not know anything about the black box.
That makes the
Well,
only
I-
other people that knew where we were heading and what we were supposed to be doing were Vice.
And
Well-
and yeah, and the
Yeah.
one guy at Rise.
Wait. There's also the FAA.
Yeah, that's true.
what we
right.
were doing.
I mean,
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you. You said
Wesley
the
did in
FAA.
fact go separate ways before joining us on the flight.
Dude, Allegro thinks there's a rat. Allegro thinks there's a rat. And it's gotta be one of you fuckers.
It's not.
Allegro doesn't realize it, but as he points the finger, it goes right back to him. Goes, I'm the rat?
I was here the whole time.
Maybe the real rat's the friends we made along the way.
The real god killer is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, because Brillo.
Really, yeah.
It's true.
I
You got
cannot-
that right.
I cannot believe that. I don't think you understand how hard I crashed out when Wesley went into the bathroom and was like, yes, the owner of Omen. I was in the closet.
like,
I
what the
was
fuck?
so far in the closet.
You went to
I
the
went-
closet?
I did. I did.
Yeah, did you not hear
Did you
him?
not hear me in the closet?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you in the closet.
I went to the
Oh,
closet.
goodness.
hey, look at what you've done to
Yeah,
our
that
boy.
was good.
Yeah. Well, just so you guys know, this is like intended as for Wesley. Like earlier you were like what was your plan for this character? This was my plan. This
Dr.
was my
Jack,
plan for the character.
Dr. Jackal and Mr. R.I.S.E.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Dr. Omen and Mr. Vice,
Tend
actually.
to tell a sweetie
there you go.
heart.
mhm.
But
Yeah.
with that, I think we can discuss the session and stuff a little bit. But I think we should probably sign off.
Hey,
Really
gang.
quick.
Hold on.
Mm.
Let me
Okay.
Really quick.
let me tie up
Yeah.
my gummy worms.
Just
great.
as like a funny break the tense mood, right after Allegro's finished, everyone's phone is gonna go off, and Everly's just gonna look up from her computer and go, "I just sent you a map of all the lakes I think it might be."
That's what I saw. That It was
Completely
so
locked
funny.
in and checked out. It's like
The ADHD is really.
She just looks up and goes, "Wait, what's going on? Why does everyone look so serious?"
Why are you about to cry? What happened?
Mhm.
I had headphones on.
Did you
I'm
narrow it
expecting
down to 13 places?
13 reasons why.
I think so.
Let's see, 4, 7, 10, 13. Yeah, 13 places.
a lucky number.
And the DM looks at the list and he's like, "Wow, everything you just said was wrong."
No, she showed me the list, and because of her role, she was like, you don't have to tell me where the place is, but like, give me a generalized location. So I marked which one of the lists. I was like, you have it right on one of these.
That's crazy.
See,
Anyway,
that's nice of you. Now we
my
don't have to pour
background-
over the 800 things.
I know.
No,
My
now just
background
13.
says
We've
that
got
like
13
people
of
seek my
1,000
counsel because with my background, I guess I'm supposed to be good at this kind of stuff. So it's like I feel like it's fair to at least have some kind
Yeah.
of reliability here. Some kind. I don't know.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I did agree with you, Zila.
Yeah, no, Zila. Wesley responds to chat sometimes because Wesley's a vibe.
Yeah, Wesley does the chat reads because
Speaking of
Alula's
chat,
busy.
Hey guys! Well, actually, I'm not busy. I don't read chat during D&D because I'm focused on playing the game. So unless we're not like
Exactly.
in roleplay, like somebody followed and I just responded in chat, was like, "Thank you so much," and like, because I don't want you guys to make to hear me just going, "Oh my gosh, I have to take a shot. Oh, that's so silly. Like, because they do redeems and stuff, and I just leave it off to the side. And I do them, I just don't say anything.
Thank you for the follow.
Mwah! So, speaking of chat, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this episode of R.I.S.E. Let's go through the list. Flint Colman, say bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Wesley, say bye.
Now it's time to begin the work.
I'm gonna hit you. Zephyrus Gale, say bye.
Goodbye.
Everly Knight, say bye.
Bye.
Hank Vassal, say bye.
Hank Vassal, over and out.
And our lovely game master, what do you got to say to chat?
I look forward to doing business with you, Mr. Schidt.
I hate you. And I, of course, am Allegro Evans, also known as AlulaTheDolf. I am the streamer here who helps facilitate these on stream with the lovely help of our game master. See me tomorrow, where we will probably be playing something. I don't know what, but something. Either we'll be getting super drunk, or we'll just be hanging out. I hope all of you have an amazing night. As DM said earlier, a kiss for all of you. Mwah! And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
I want to
Bye-bye.
see Chill first. Bring it back. I want to see Chill